She walked straight into the chamber, barefoot, bleeding, toward the armor that had burned every life form that touched it. But this time, it moved toward her, gently. No fire. No death. What happened next changed everything. But first, let's go back to the beginning. Sector 7 Gamma had no sun, no signal, no life. Just frozen ground, shattered moons, and wreckage from wars too old to have names. That's where Dr. Evelyn Rhodes found the obelisk. It stood 6 meters tall, buried in ice, blacker than space. At its peak hovered something impossible. Armor. Human-shaped, made of something darker than metal, untouched by age, floating like it was waiting. Around it lay corpses. Dozens of alien skeletons, melted into stone, arms outstretched like they had begged before the end. "Eltari," Faelrin said, the alien lead scientist. "Living tech. We found traces before, but nothing this intact." Evelyn stared at the armor. It didn't reflect light. It absorbed it. "How many died trying to wear it?" "Hundreds. It kills instantly." But Evelyn had come for this. Her brother died chasing Eltari legends. She wasn't here to watch. She was here to finish what he started. They sent a drone. It exploded mid-air. A volunteer stepped forward. He lasted 5 seconds before fire devoured him. Then Evelyn stepped up. "Don't," Cole warned. "Whatever this is, it wants blood." She touched it. Pain erupted through her body like lightning. Her hand blistered. Her vision went white. She collapsed. But when they rushed in, she was still breathing. Evelyn woke to the soft hum of the med bay, her body aching as if it had been hollowed out and rebuilt from heat and smoke. Her right hand was wrapped in a cooling mesh. Blisters still formed beneath the surface. "You're awake," Cole said, seated beside her. He looked tired, like he hadn't moved since she collapsed. "You stayed?" she rasped. "I figured you'd try something reckless again. I wanted to stop you this time." She gave a faint, burned smile. "Not reckless, just drawn." Outside the glass, the relic chamber remained sealed. The armor still hovered, untouched, unchanged. But Evelyn had survived it. Something no alien, machine, or synthetic life form ever had. Faelrin confirmed it. "The relic synced with you," he said, his voice lower than usual. "Not entirely, but your neural patterns now echo its frequency." "Bonded?" Cole asked. "Recognized," Faelrin corrected. "It didn't kill her because it saw something in her." Cole shook his head. "So, what? Pain tolerance? Stubbornness?" "No," Evelyn whispered. "Adaptation. We're born weak, but we don't stay that way." Before they could discuss more, the lights flickered red. An emergency signal cut through the base. The Threx Dominion had arrived. Brutal scavengers who hunted ancient tech like predators stalked prey. They'd picked up the relic's activation surge. And now they were here to claim it. Explosions rocked the dig site. Walls shook. Screams echoed through metal corridors. Cole armed his squad. Faelrin scrambled to protect the data core. Evelyn stood on legs barely healed, pain surging through her ribs with every breath. "Stay down," Cole ordered. "We're evacuating." But she didn't listen. She was already moving toward the chamber, toward the armor. Faelrin was vaporized in front of her eyes, trying to buy time. Cole grabbed her wrist as the last door sealed. "They're coming. We can't fight them." Her fingers trembled, not from fear, but purpose. "Yes, we can," she said. She looked at the armor, the way it hovered like a question waiting to be answered. "Help me put it on." Cole's face twisted with disbelief. "It nearly killed you. And it nearly chose me. You want to die?" Cole snapped. Evelyn stood in the relic chamber, barefoot now. Her scorched hand hovered in the air as she stared at the armor. "No," she said. I want to finish what started the moment I touched it." Outside, the Threx Dominion breached the final gate. Their boots shook the floor, their weapons carved through bulkheads like butter. But the armor, still floating, began to move. Cole stepped back as the first plate detached and drifted toward her. "No heat signature," he said, scanning frantically. "No radiation. It's calm." One by one, black segments encased her body. Chest, spine, arms, legs, helm. Each piece clicked into place like it had known her shape before she was born. There was no fire, no screaming, just silence. Then, light. Brilliant arcs of blue energy burst from her back like wings made of pure force. Glyphs pulsed across the armor, shifting like thought itself. It looked alien, but the way it moved, with her, made it feel alive. Cole stared. "You're glowing." "I feel everything," Evelyn said. Her voice sounded deeper, stronger. "Pain, memory, rage. It's all inside the armor, and it chose me to carry it." The door blew open. Threx soldiers poured in, clad in heavy exosuits, rifles charged, led by a commander twice Evelyn's size. She didn't wait. She moved. Gravity bent beneath her feet. The air rippled. Her first step knocked back 3 Threx like paper dolls. Her second disarmed half their squad. Literally. The armor didn't amplify her strength. It became her will. Sound turned into shields. Rage became force. Grief turned to raw velocity. Cole watched in awe as the woman he once tried to protect unleashed power that reshaped the battlefield. In under 2 minutes, it was over. Only the Threx commander remained, pinned beneath debris, gasping. One arm broken, his helmet cracked. Evelyn walked toward him, armor still glowing faintly. He flinched. She didn't strike. Instead, she knelt, her hand hovering just above his chest. "Tell your empire," she said. "It doesn't belong to you, or anyone else." She stood. "It chose us." Hours later, the sky above Sector 7 Gamma was still filled with drifting smoke and static lightning. Medships hovered like silent guardians, their spotlights cutting across wreckage and ruin. The battle was over. The dig site was half destroyed, but the armor chamber remained untouched. Evelyn sat on a ridge of fractured stone, armor folded back from her shoulders, revealing her face slick with sweat and ash. Beside her, Commander Cole knelt with a canteen, silent, still trying to make sense of what he'd seen. For a long while, neither of them spoke. Then, finally, Cole broke the silence. "Why you?" he asked. "Why not Faelrin? He was smarter, or someone stronger, better trained?" Evelyn didn't answer right away. Her fingers brushed her forearm where the armor had left heat scars beneath the skin. Her voice was quiet but firm. "Because we're born weak," she said. "Humans. We bleed easily, we break bones, we panic." She turned her gaze upward, past the flickering clouds, into the pale stars. "But we survive anyway. We adapt. We learn. Maybe the relic wasn't looking for strength. Maybe it was looking for someone who could carry pain and not collapse under it." She reached into the armor's side compartment and pulled out a jagged shard, a small fragment of the armor that had detached during the fight. It pulsed faintly, as if breathing. She offered it to Cole. He stared at it. "You're serious? It didn't kill me. Maybe it's still listening. Maybe it wants to learn more." He held the shard gently, cautious. "You sure it won't fry me?" Evelyn gave him a half smile. "No, but maybe it'll respect you." He looked at her, shook his head, and chuckled. "You're insane." She nodded. "Probably." Behind them, the black obelisk that had loomed like a sentinel since the beginning began to dim, its glow fading, like a machine finally going dormant after centuries awake. Its purpose, whatever it had been, had shifted, completed, or simply paused. Cole looked up. What now? Evelyn stood slowly, the armor rewrapping her like it had never left. We go back, she said. But not empty-handed. We found something out here, and it found us. Above them, the stars blinked as if watching. And far across the void, civilizations began whispering of a relic that burned gods, shattered armies, and rejected every life form. Until it met a human who didn't flinch,